Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and we have breaking news from the case in New York City involving Donald Trump, Alvin Bragg, and Judge Juan Merchan. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. We got word now on what's going to happen with President-elect Donald Trump in New York. Now, obviously, they can't sentence him to anything significant while he is the president-elect or even president of the United States because he'll be serving as president. This would make it an impossibility to do any kind of serious punishment to Trump. And that's got to really chafe the backside of Judge Juan Merchan, who has proven to be, in my opinion, pretty liberal, pretty anti-Trump. You know, having this case that, to me, has no real legs to it and nursing it into some kind of conviction. It was so biased, in my opinion. And again, this is just my opinion, that it's ridiculous. Well, today he decides he's going to freeze the case. Until what? To 2029? You're going to sentence him in 2029 when he's done being president? This is ridiculous. This is so he could still stay friends with his liberal friends, to have it hanging over Trump's head for the next 4 years. There's a chance when they come back with their briefs that he dismisses it, or that Bragg actually just asks for a dismissal. But this conviction should be thrown out. It should be won on appeal. It's absolutely ridiculous. I want you to listen to these experts and what they think is going on here, though. They believe it should be thrown out. And I want you to listen to them and let me know what you think in the comments.
Gotten whatever value there was out of it. It was really only brought in the first place to try to prevent him from being elected. And since it didn't succeed, I think it should land on the dustbin of history. But that's just my view of it.
Andy, this is just, okay, I have good, dumb questions. So does he have to continue to use private lawyers for this, or can the White House counsel's office take over?
Well, it's not necessarily either or, Dana, because he's got personal interests and there could also be public interests. So his personal interest is obviously his criminal liability. The public interest is whether having the proceedings interferes with his ability to carry out his constitutional duties as president. So since there's two sets of interests, there's no problem with having, two sets of lawyers who work in their lanes on how this all plays out.
So, Andy, what I'm hearing you say, give me a course correction if necessary, is that in the year 2029, when this case is brought back or continued, let's say, he will stand a very good chance at the appellate level to have this case appealed and potentially thrown out. Is that what you're saying?
That's right, Bill. And, you would pick up, I presume, again, I haven't read it yet, but I presume you would pick up right where we are now. And where we are now is we have a pending immunity issue. And as we saw in the Washington federal case, immunity, because it has to be fully litigated before you do anything else in a criminal case, or at least that's the way it's supposed to happen, it could take a long time just to sort that out before you get to all the other issues in the case.
Well, I'm just, it's kind of letting it all sink in. You think that